Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I have a couple small Temu hauls that I combined together to share with you. But before I do that, really quick, I do want to mention that in the next couple weeks I'm going to be destashing lace, appliques, and fabric. So if you're at all interested in that, keep an eye out. It should be somewhere within 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. So subscribe or get the notification in case you're interested. There'll be some good deals on that. Now, I was doing some Temu hauls for some paper because I was needing some more cardstock to make some of these dies. A lot of the dies have little, like there'll be a little gingerbread man and you need brown for it and you need red for the scarf and you get the idea. So I was trying to find some papers, some solid color papers. And I'd bought this pearlescent paper before in red, and I really enjoyed it, and I probably used half the pack. And I thought I would try some pink. Now, I think the pink is, you probably can't even tell on here because the colors on video never come out right, and it's both sides. It's really pretty paper. I love the weight and everything, and I'm going to use probably the whole pack, but it is more peachy than it is pink. So it's got a little bit more orange to it than the light pink color. But I'll still use that. And I threw the dice on this one as being something that I could use for that, cutting out little things from these dies and looking for solid colors. This is way lighter weight paper, but there's a couple solids in there. That's got sparkle in it. It's pretty light, but if you're just going to make like a scarf and glue it onto the back of a something on one of these dies, you're going to do a little bit. I probably won't use that one at all. That's a god-awful color. I might use that one. That's got some green in it. That's got like a kind of a wood texture, so that might make an okay gingerbread man. It's not quite brown enough, but still. Okay, so we got that. And then I got this big pack of cardstock. Always wondering what their cardstock is like. And it's nice weight and everything. Nothing wrong with it. It's got 10 different colors. It's almost got a sheen, like a pearlescent sheen to it. It's on both sides, which if you're going to do the things I was thinking of doing with it, you don't really need it on both sides, but that works. This gold is really pretty. I've never really seen a gold kind of like that before. It's like a bronzy gold. So that's really pretty. So you got some autumn colors in here. I don't know what I'll use that for, but when you have a little bit on some of these dies, you might need a little bit orange. This is a really dark forest green. And this is a brown, even though it might look black to you guys on there, it's a brown. Real dark brown with some gold speckles in it almost. This is a peach, which they might call pink. This is a deeper pink. And a really pretty red. That's a pretty good red. That would make a lot of good Christmas stuff. And a kind of a sage green. And I don't know if you can hear it, and that's a, what, 11 by 8? I think it might be a little bit longer than that. So that was not too bad. And then I've been wanting a circle punch for a 1-inch circle, and so I finally went ahead and got one off there, because I've been looking at them forever. And it punches great and it's nice. I think it's a little bit smaller than 1 inch, but it's close enough probably for what I want to use it for, because I have a big one and I had a little one but it stopped punching, so I'll be glad to get that. And then I was looking at tape runners because when I make my cards on here, I thought this might make it quicker to glue things down, and I see some people using those, so I wanted to try it. And I was worried that they would be too small. Like some of them look really tiny, but this is a very nice size for your hand. But it doesn't look like it has a ton of tape, although it said it had a lot of tape in there. But it got a lot of good reviews, so I got one like that. And like I said, some of them, this is an 8mm tape by 8mm. So that's what finally, I saw a haul and somebody was talking about that they use these for their cards. So I thought it was probably going to be big enough for my hand instead of real tiny. And it did turn out to be that. And she says she uses these all the time. So there's that. And then at the last minute, I threw this in there. I keep looking for a Merry Christmas that'll fit across the front of a card that's small enough, and I saw this stamp. I didn't really want the rest of it, but I will use it because I just wanted that Merry Christmas. But you can see what else is on there. Happy Holiday. So I'll stamp it out and see what these others look like. So there's that. And then on to the dies. The first thing I'm going to do, I didn't stamp out many of these dies, but I'm going to talk about two failed. In like my third haul back, I got this. And I wanted to, I don't have a big enough machine to go through on a doily die and do all these intricate little bits. So I thought this half one would be great to use. But it does not punch out those little holes. These tiny little holes, it might punch out on the paper. It punches out on the paper. But then after that, you cannot get the little pieces of paper out of here because you can't get your pokey tool through these teeny little holes. So you're stuck with all this paper still stuck in here and you can't get it out. So when I did it twice, didn't notice those because they're so small. And then I noticed and I was trying to get them out, and I don't have anything small enough to get those out of there. My husband worked on it for a while and he did manage to get them all out of there, but I'm not going to use it again. So that one's a fail. And then the second one's a fail is I have an anniversary coming up and I wanted to get a happy anniversary die. And so actually looking on there trying to find these was hard. I typed in happy anniversary and like 2 came up. And then after I finally bought this one and the next time I was shopping, they came up all over the place. I'm like, oh, not the first time. But so I threw this in my cart to make some words for our cards. And the only problem is it's backwards. It's totally backwards. When you cut this out, it cuts out upside down. So the rough edges are up and not the smooth edges. And I thought about returning it, but you have to take pictures and you have to do all this stuff. And so it was $1.33, so I guess I'll just... actually, here, hold on a second. I did go ahead. I did go ahead and punch them out, even though they're backwards. And put them on there. They're good enough for our anniversary card. I'm going to get another die. I don't know if you can tell the edges. You know how they're supposed to be smooth on the bottom and round? Well, these aren't. It's the rough side that's up. And so you have to turn your paper backwards. Where you'd normally turn it, the whites, you know, you'd normally go and put the die down like this on the color, like that. You have to go like this to get it to cut out the right direction, not backwards, and then come out like that. So, but I'm still going to use those. So us crafters, we still use this stuff, even though it doesn't work too good sometimes. And now I bought a bunch of dies. I got some number dies, which I think will be very useful for cards and saying the birthday dates, you know, going to be 67, you're going to be 13. So I thought that would be useful. I got a really cute frame die. And then this little these parts come with it. Those fit in my mini machine, so I got that. I had been talking about getting a little bigger poinsettia die, so I got this. And then I was looking for an envelope die. Oh, I didn't open this one. I was looking for an envelope die. This is a little small. I want to make an envelope card where you make the envelope and then you make the envelope in the front and then you tuck in a whole bunch of cute things and you can open it up. That's just the first flap. But I think this is a little small. But I'll cut it out and see what it looks like and how big it makes it for card size. I was thinking of making the envelope the card shape, but this could go on a card and do the same thing on the front. So, And then I needed a frame die. I'm doing some lace books, and I needed a frame for the word lace on the front of the book, and I was looking for something curly in a frame that went around and that wasn't too big this way, so I think this will be a nice one. And then my last thing is all in pieces. I think I got a piece of plastic on top of it. This was a whole die of little Christmas stuff that I've been taking apart and getting the little nubbies off and trying to decide what colors I want so I can put them in, like, just make those both blue and those both gold kind of thing. And so there is my Christmas die and all the little bits that came with this big old Christmas die selection. So that's my haul for today. I enjoy watching you guys' hauls, and I like that I see something on there and then I want it and I go run and put it in my cart. So I hope you guys do the same with me, and I hope you're having a lot of fun crafting, and thank you so much for stopping by.